All right, so Chris Christie, this is a guy, he was like a governor of New Jersey. Okay. So he was saying, oh, the problem is that the federal government shouldn't be so silent about this because by them becoming silent, it's allowing all these conspiracy theorists to fill in the communication, and now everybody's getting misinformation from the conspiracy theorists when this could all be avoided if the federal government would just tell us what's going on. I understand they need more control, which they do. That's what they're aiming for, which I want to actually pull that one up too. I didn't put it here on the list, but there is a video of Mayorkas. I'm going to see if I can find it. Mayorkas is literally saying that they need more funding.
Found it.
Of Mayorkas?
No.
Oh, of sighting? All right, let's talk about that, and then I'm going to find the Mayorkas video.
Friday night, as Pix 11 cameras captured 2 drones buzzing past the Verrazano Bridge, the Biden administration aiming to calm the growing hysteria surrounding the tri-state mystery.
We believe that there are cases of mistaken identity where drones are actually small aircraft and people are misidentifying them. There very well may be drones in the sky, of course, but those are commercially available.
Governor Phil Murphy demanding more federal resources amid few answers. An estimated 3,000 sightings over the last month, mostly concentrated in New Jersey. Some spotters believe the unidentified aircraft are the size of cars.
That had lights all around it, almost like the classic UFO that you would see online.
However, the Homeland Security Secretary believes people's eyes are deceiving them, reiterating there's no foreign or national security threat, but that taking action is complicated.
That's scary, bro.
It's not as though anyone can just take down a drone in the sky. That in and of itself would be dangerous.
Do you have the authority to shoot down drones?
Our authorities are very limited.
The nighttime phenomenon mostly happening in suburban areas, though Picatinny Arsenal and a Navy weapons station in Colts Neck, New Jersey confirmed drones had entered their airspace. Glenn Ignazio is a retired Special Forces pilot.
Yeah, and there's electronic means to be able to take those down.
John from Bay Ridge has seen them for the past 2 nights. Is it concerning?
Of course.
Why?
Because surveillance is concerning, right? I mean, we're already surveilled throughout the world, the internet.
Now President-elect Trump and elected officials on Staten Island demanding the government come clean.
Well, let's be honest with the American people and treat them like adults and tell them what it is.
It's our government or there's a foreign nexus.
Yep. All right, this is what I think. This is our own government doing this. This is technology that they have that we obviously don't know about, and it's being used for surveillance because we do have something called the Patriot Act, where we literally, out of fear for our lives, gave them the authority to spy on us at all times of the day, 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So yeah, I think this is what that is. This is probably and it's also causing this Project Bluebeam scenario where people think the aliens are taking over. It's also causing some type of panic in that for those pro-alien people who have this weird obsession with wanting an alien abduction. I don't know what's up with that. I'm not really on that camp. I'm on more of the more realistic camp. It's probably the federal government doing this. That's why they're so silent. It's the deep state, even though the media is oh, what is that? That's such a broad term. It's so mysterious. Well, but yeah, they've made themselves mysterious, but not really, because we know what they are. They're the bureaucrats that nobody elected. They're the ones that nobody knows about, and they're the ones pulling the strings. That's what it is. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Pentagon had something to do with it. And how weird that once again they missed an audit. They don't know where the money is. They just don't know where it is. It's been mismanaged. We had a fly balloon from China cross during the Biden administration too. So the Biden administration has literally been an administration where it's put us at severe security risks in all forms, air and land with illegal immigration, airspace with all this weird shit that's going on right now in the skies that you can't. How are you gonna fight that? It's in the sky, you know. Like you can't. Like there was a story. I don't know if you can find it, but there's a story of like some guy who wanted to be like a vigilante, which Chris Christie's talked about. He's like, oh, another reason why the federal government should say what's going on is because we want to avoid vigilantes. Funny enough, there was a guy that tried to be a vigilante, but not really. He just wanted to know what is it? He wanted to go closer, so he brought his own drone up there, and that drone shut it down. Like it turned off its power and it shut it down. So I don't know if you can find that story, but if that's true, then that means that this drone has the capacity to literally shut down other drones. So, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm putting my tinfoil hat right now and being a conspiracy theorist. I believe this is the deep feds, the ones that nobody elected, the ones that have been running the show for a long time, who are the ones funding these drones for surveillance purposes. And at the same time, I also feel like they're normalizing us getting used to that too, which I don't like that, because I had a dream once that I'm never going to forget, that everything's all dark and the sky's red, and I'm running and I see a huge drone as like a cop drone, and it's monitoring the streets, making sure that everybody is in their house because there's a curfew. Okay, I had this dream. I've never forgotten this dream for a reason. I'm a true believer that everything happens for a reason. Your dreams are your subconsciousness speaking to you. There's now drones sightings. Listen, all I'm saying is we need to look more into this, and I hope that we can shut this down when Trump gets into power.